Hello, fellow diamond painting addicts, and welcome back to Diamond Painting Anonymous. I'm Daphne, and I'm here today to launch my new video series. This is Diamond Painting for Beginners. This is video number 1, and I will be covering deciding where to jump in and what kit to buy. I thought at first maybe this was too simplistic of an idea, but after talking about it in some of my whip-in chats, lots of people seemed very interested in it, so this is where I'm going to start, and I think I will just kind of follow it logically through the process from purchasing all the way till the end. I'm going to do it in the order that makes the most sense to me, so if that doesn't make sense to you, that's okay. But if this is something you'd be interested in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that bell so that you can be notified when the next video of this series comes out. So, you've seen all kinds of videos, shorts, reels, TikToks of people diamond painting, and it looks awesome. You want to try it, but where do you start? Well, the first thing you need to do is buy a kit, right? If you've ever done any other kind of craftings, if you've done cross stitch, or you've done paint by number, or you've done any kind of pixel art, basically that's what diamond painting is. You get a canvas that has an image printed on it, and then on that canvas, they put some adhesive over it and it becomes sticky. You also get your drills in the kit, which are the little diamond drills. They come packaged in all different kinds of ways. You get either small round or square drills. Those are the two shapes they come in to complete the kit. So at the end of it, basically you have something sort of like a mosaic, a piece of pixel art that looks like the original image. Square drills are smaller than rounds, so square kits can take longer to complete than a kit with round drills. However, squares also hide more of the background. So I'll put a couple pictures up here and hopefully you can see. When you have a round drill, obviously they only touch in 4 places when they're next to each other. So in between where they touch, you have basically open areas of the canvas where you can still see the background and also where the glue is still exposed. Doing a round drill kit is a little bit different than doing a square drill kit. With square drills, because they are square on each side, they butt right up next to each other. And because they do that, it hides the entire back of the canvas, which a lot of people prefer because it hides everything and all you're looking at is the diamonds or the finished mosaic that you've put together. Diamond painting kits also include a tool kit that has tools that you need to complete the kit. Most of what you'll get, this is an example that you get from a budget kit. You get a pink pin that you use to apply the drills, a boat to put the drills in, and then the wax is what you use to put in the pin so that the drills will stick to your pin and you can place them where they need to go. Now, this is a budget tool kit. Premium companies give you a more upgraded kit, or you can buy other upgraded tools. I'm going to cover all of that in a future video. So again, make sure you've subscribed so you don't miss that. So that's kind of the basics of what comes in the kit. But where do you go to get them and how do you know what to get? There are a million different online stores that carry them. If you just go out and do a search for diamond painting kits, you will have all kinds of things come up. There are tons of sellers on Etsy. There are tons of sellers on Amazon. There are tons of just random websites that you can find. There are a lot of budget, what we call budget diamond painting companies that carry less expensive kits. And then there are what we call premium diamond painting companies that carry the more premium kits. Lots of online companies you will find use copyrighted art without permission from the artists. There are companies that do license their art. However, obviously that adds to the price of the product. So the more premium kits with the licensed art tend to be more expensive. You can also find kits that use public domain art, and public domain art is just art that is so old that it is no longer copyrighted. And you can find places that sell public domain art from artists like Alphonse Mucha. I love Mucha. I've done several kits by Mucha. Van Gogh is a popular one for diamond painting. Any of the kind of old masters, as they're called, because they're all out of copyright, public domain, and can be used. And now that we have the advent of AI art, there are even more images that are not copyrighted that you could choose from. So that is something to keep in mind when you're buying diamond paintings. Okay guys, let's jump over to my computer so I can share my top 4 diamond painting shops with you. Also, apologies, there's some clanking in the background. We are in the process of getting ready to move and I couldn't quite edit everything out, so again, apologies. So my 4 top shops in no particular order are Bella Art Diamonds, Dreamer Designs, Diamond Art Club, and Oraloa. Again, these are all places that license their art, so their kits can be a little bit more expensive, obviously, than the budget companies. Also, the kits are much larger, so that adds to the cost as well because the canvases will be bigger, they will need more drills, etc. So, and again, this is not meant to be an exhaustive list. I'm just giving you kind of my top 4 choices, and I am in the US, at least currently. So there are, I'm sure, a ton of international shops that are just as good, but I don't shop from them for the same reason that many international people do not shop from these 4 places because shipping can be inordinately expensive. So I just wanted to give you kind of my top 4, and I'll talk about some other ones as well, but these are kind of my top 4. So of those 4, Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club probably have the biggest selection. So you can just scroll through and see. And something to note is that typically these will say who the artist is right on their listing. So that's a good way to recognize whether or not a company is selling licensed art. Once you've been diamond painting for a while or just even looking for a while, you'll start to recognize artist styles. So, for instance, I knew without even looking at this that was going to be Curtis Rekovich because that is his style of art. Dominic Davison does a lot of these kind of landscape style things, so you'll just learn which artists are where. Curtis, as far as I'm aware, is only licensed with Dreamer Designs, so if you see his art somewhere else, it's probably not licensed. Same thing goes over at Diamond Art Club. In fact, Diamond Art Club, if you click on a listing, you can click on, like if you like Miss Holly here, you can click on the listing and then go to the artist and look at all of her available artworks. And like I said, Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club probably have the biggest selection of my top 4. Most of these companies also do new releases on a regular schedule. Both Dreamer Designs and Diamond Art Club release new kits every Saturday. And Oraloa releases theirs, I believe, every Monday. So every Monday you'll find something. And you can see here Dominic Davison is also licensed at Oraloa. And they all have different styles. The styles of kits at Oraloa are different from the styles at Diamond Art Club, are different from the styles at Bella Art, are different from the styles at Dreamer Designs. So some of it is just figuring out what kind of style of diamond paintings you like and then picking a shop from there. If you want to try some of these premium diamond paintings, but you don't want to spend a ton of money, there are a couple of ways that you can save some money. All of them offer the ability to sign up for an account. So basically, you would just go and sign up for an account, and then you begin earning reward points. And those reward points can be used to get discounts on shipping, to get free shipping, to get discounts on kits, to get early access to shopping before people who are not rewards members get to shop, things like that. If you don't want to sign up for an account, there are a lot of YouTubers who are diamond painters who have affiliate codes that can net you a discount. Most of these, I know for sure Diamond Art Club always has something like, for instance, this 20% off code with Save 20 if you're somebody new. How often you can use codes depends on whether or not you've ordered from them and what kind of discounts you get. But I think like Diamond Art Club always has a thank you 10, which is a 10% off that you can use as many times as you want. And I'm sure other companies have that as well. Another advantage of buying directly from these companies is that you get their warranties. So if we look at one of Miss Holly's diamond paintings here, So the kits come with everything that you need. And Diamond Art Club does a nice job of telling you this is a round kit. It tells you how many colors, 2 AB drills, 3 fairy dust drills. It tells you what size, both in inches and centimeters, and how many diamonds. Just a side note, this is in inches and centimeters. Most diamond paintings come in centimeters. So if you are in the US like me, that can make finding a frame difficult because, as you can see, inches do not always convert cleanly to centimeters. So just something to be aware of when you're shopping for diamond paintings. But the warranty means that you get a lifetime warranty. And what their warranty means is that if anything is wrong with the canvas or the drills, then they will replace it, typically for free. I have even myself just mixed up drills, like I mixed 2 colors together without realizing they were supposed to be separate, and they happily mailed me for free replacement drills for the ones that I had mixed together. So that is a bonus. Also, a lot of these places will offer free shipping if you order over a certain amount. So like here in the US, if you order on Diamond Art Club anything over $75, you get free shipping. I believe Oraloa has the same thing, although I don't remember exactly what the amount is, but you can see here, get 10% off with the code Oraloa10. So typically always something here. Same thing on Dreamer Designs, free shipping on orders over $75. So there are ways that you can save money if you want to try some of these more premium diamond paintings. Something to remember is, like I said, diamond painting is a form of pixel art. So much like buying a camera, the more pixels or diamonds a kit has, the better it will look when it was completed. Simple images can look good at small sizes, but for instance, if you have a very busy image, such as something like this with tons of shadows and shading, just look at all the different colors of the snow here, the window, the tree in the window, all of the festive garlands and everything. That's a lot of detail, which means it needs to be pretty large in order to look good. So if we look at this, it's 80 by 60 centimeters large, or 31.5 by 23.5 inches. So pretty big. Whereas if you get something that is less complicated, all of these are complicated images. Let me find something fairly simple. So something like this, there is a lot going on in the images, but still at 40 by 50, it's not that large. And a lot of these websites will show you what a rendered design will look like. So if you wanted to order in square, this is what it would look like. If you wanted to order in round, that's what it would look like. So there is a slight bit of difference, like I said, between what it looks like. You can see the palm trees here look a little bit more detailed in the square than they do in the round. But it's up to you what you want to do and which one you want to purchase. Again, that's why a lot of the kits at the premium companies tend to be a larger size. They tend to sell images that have a lot of details, which means you need the canvases to be larger. The choice of whether to buy from a premium company that licenses their art or not, or whether to buy from a budget company, is a personal one. Not everyone has the same financial resources to pay some premium money. Some of these kits can be quite expensive. You can see here, this one is only $40, but this one is $110. So there is quite a range, even at premium companies. So buying at budget companies, and budget companies are typically much less expensive. You're talking $5 a kit, maybe some expensive ones at $40 a kit. That's typically the price range at most budget companies, and they have a huge selection. However, the kits are usually much smaller, starting at 30 by 30 generally, sometimes even smaller than that, which means the pictures are going to be very, very pixelated. So when you finish something at a very small size, you're just not going to get as much detail. Also, budget company kits tend to not be as good of quality as some of the other diamond painting companies. The drills tend to not be as good. You'll get a lot of trash. They're inconsistent in size and quality, and most of them ship directly from China. If I order from these companies in the US, typically it's less than a week before I have my diamond paintings. But if I'm going to order from a budget company, it could be 6 to 8 weeks before I get kits from them. So again, just something that you need to keep in mind. Now, if you don't want to buy more expensive kits, but you don't want to buy from some of those budget companies that ship from China, you can try other places. You can try buying on the resale market for some of these premium paintings. There are a lot of people who are doing destashes where they're getting rid of kits that they bought that they no longer want. So you can look at places like Facebook, Instagram, eBay, Mercari, all those kind of places to see if anyone is selling or destashing kits they no longer want or need. One thing to remember is if it is a destash and you've bought it from a private person rather than the company, that typically means the warranty is no longer valid. So keep that in mind. You can also look at craft stores. So for instance, shopping at Joanns. Joanns sells diamond dots kits and some other ones as well. Sometimes they even have Diamond Art Club ones, so you can find some of those in here. And you can get some inexpensive ones. So $19 for this one. This is a Diamond Art Club kit for $35. You can find more expensive ones. This one's $70. Here's one that's only $25. And if you get a small one, they typically will be quite a bit less expensive. And Diamond Dots or Diamond Art Club are all licensed, so no worries about any of that buying from them. In addition to Joann's, you can get Hobby Lobby carries Diamond Art Club, and Hobby Lobby often has 40% off coupons or sales, so if you can catch it on sale. I think Joann's was having a Halloween sale. I think I saw a code somewhere, or maybe it was Michael's. I don't remember now. But Michael's will have coupons. Oh, right here, 40% off with a Halloween code. So if you wanted to get something like that, some of these, they've got little ornaments that you can get that are less expensive. Here's another set of those landmarks that I bought. This is a different set. These aren't the ones that I have, but $17 for 4 small kits. This one, the solar system one, only $18. So you can shop around and find some that are licensed that are not that expensive. In addition to the top 4 shops that I showed you, as well as craft places, there are lots of other small companies that license their art and have great quality products. So for instance, diamond painting shop I've done, this is where I got the Muka Spring that I completed. Let me go, if I go to her old masters, you can see here she's got Waterhouse painting, she's got some Botticelli, she's got several Muka. These two are Muka. I know there's a Muka event coming up, so if you're interested in that, this is where I got my Muka. Summer is the one that I've completed, but I've also got Spring, and I also have this Zodiac one. You can look at Jada Gem Shop. She has a million different kits. I'm only ordered from her once, so I'm not sure what the shipping and options and things are for here, but you can see there's a leaf off 20% off code there, so that can help with prices. You can also look at Francesca's Studio Arts. Like I said, there's a million different places. So just shop around. If you've not heard of something, then a shop or something, then perhaps go to YouTube and see if anyone else has opened something by them or done a painting by them and get some information before you spend some money. But it doesn't have to be super expensive. For these small shops, these are all Jada Gem Shop, Diamond Painting Shop, Francesca's, all those ones I mentioned are all in the US. So typically for me, it's cheaper. Shipping is less because I'm also in the US. If you're not in the US, you might want to stick to shops that are more geographically close in location to you because that will make shipping less expensive. So that will help with the final cost of the item because shipping is typically what makes it crazy. I've had tons and tons of questions about where to find smaller diamond painting kits, somewhere around the 50-50 range. A lot of diamond painters, especially if they're new to the craft, don't want to commit to very large diamond painting kits that you often find at places like Diamond Art Club and Dreamer Designs and other things. So for instance, let me just grab a Not Miss Holly painting. We'll just grab something here. Snow Fairy. How big is this one? This is 70 by 90. Again, the image is very detailed, so you need lots of drills to make it look good at that size. And Diamond Art Club does the same thing with rendering. Here it is rendered in square. They only offer it in square. Sometimes they'll offer it in both round and square, but a lot of times it will only be offered in one shape of diamond, so that's something to remember as well. Anyway, for mid-sized kits, I highly recommend Bella Art Diamonds, especially if you're in the US. These companies all will ship internationally. That just makes them a little bit more expensive because shipping is more expensive. So for example, let me find one here. Let me just go back a page. So for instance, I have this particular kit here. A Sip of Sunshine, if I can talk today. It's only about $40 and it's 35 by 47. So it's not a huge kit. It doesn't need to be. It's a fairly simple image, so it doesn't need to be very large. But I love Bella Art. They have really good quality items. The canvases are nice, soft lint, perforated around the outside and scalloped to avoid fraying. The drills are super nice. I've done rounds and squares from them. I absolutely love the quality of theirs. The symbols are all clear and easy to read. So if you've never done a kit from Bella Art before, I highly recommend. And again, they don't have to be super expensive. Yes, if you want to get something that's complicated, those can be more expensive, but they don't have to be. You can find smaller images that look good. Again, it's all what you're drawn to. I don't particularly care for some of these animal images. That's not really my thing, but for instance, like this witch here, I think is cute. This little mermaid here in the tub I think is cute. This one is probably a little too detailed for me, but it's a pretty image. So it's just a matter of finding an image that you like and one that fits with your budget. I typically recommend, if you're going to start as a new diamond painter, that you start something that is in round drills. So like here on Dreamer Designs, it will tell you it's in square. This one you can get in square or round. I recommend rounds for new people because they're just easier, I find. Now, that's my personal opinion. Your mileage may vary. I know other people think that squares are easier. If you prefer the way that the squares look and you would rather do those than do the rounds, go for it. I think it's just a matter of getting used to them either way. Oh, look at this cute stained glass snowman. So he comes in square and round. Well, I actually think that looks good either way, but I do think that the square looks a bit better. But rounds are always faster. So again, it's just a matter of personal preference. No matter what kit you choose, just remember diamond painting is about relaxing and enjoying the process. Don't let what other people say, myself included, tell you what to do. Take advice that makes sense to you and leave things that don't behind. For most of us, diamond painting is a hobby that allows us to relax, unwind, and find some of that inner zen that we're always searching for. We all do that in different ways, so do that in a way that makes the most sense to you because that's what's going to make the experience the most enjoyable for you. Okay, guys, I think that's it. I think that's all that I have to say about where to buy diamond paintings. Again, no shame, no blame if you want to shop at budget companies. I understand that not everybody has the financial ability to buy from some of these premium companies. But again, if you sign up, you use a discount code, whether you get that from a YouTuber or from the shop itself, a buy one, get one 50% off is a pretty good deal. Dreamer Designs runs those pretty regularly. Buying them on the secondary market or from places like Etsy or something like that, maybe you can find a D-stash and find some of these diamond paintings that are licensed and that are very good quality, that just are not as expensive, and you get all the same stuff. So highly recommend buying from one of these. Like I said, my top 4, I've done kits from all of them. Absolutely love this flamingo. Haven't bought it yet, but love it. I highly recommend all 4 of these. Like I said, I don't think you can go wrong with any of these 4. Again, this is not an exhaustive list. These are not the only 4 places that I shop. I buy from other places as well. But if you want to make sure that you're getting a good quality kit, because that will make your experience just that much better, highly recommend buying from them. And also, I love supporting actual humans. So if it is an actual human drawing artwork, then I would love to pay maybe a little bit more so that what I'm paying for the kit, they're getting a little cut of as well. All right. That's it for me today, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end of the video. Before you leave, don't forget to do all the things. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification icon so that you can be informed of future uploads. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.